It's gonna burn for me to say this. It's coming from my heart. Diddy blew Kevin back out to the point he can't fart. He really hoped Diddy gets out, and I think it's strange. He did the same thing to me and Justin Bieber, and it's a shame. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like button and hit that hype button during survival. And I had to set it off with Ursher because if you guys watch the roast of Kevin Hart, he literally had Ursher come out there, pure survival, and tried to put a basket of cherries in Kevin's little mouth, pure survival. He tried to make Kevin make those cherries disappear. And the craziest part about this whole roast, this Netflix roast of Kevin Hart and Kevin Hart's Chucky Doll sneakers. I call them the little Chucky Doll sneakers. Because when he cheated on Jackie Chan's daughter, that's how they found the evidence. Because Kevin motherfucker had them Chucky Doll sneakers and it had sperm, it had baby cells all over them Chucky Doll sneakers. And I know they was on some of them Diddy tapes. Kevin! But anyway, Katt Williams and Kevin Hart allegedly squashed the beef. And I'm saying allegedly because it is not confirmed, ladies and gentlemen. And to me, Katt Williams enjoyed every minute of the fact that Hollywood, you know, reached out to him and said, look, I want you, because I know you and Kevin don't get along. And Katt, you've been calling us out in Hollywood. You've been exposing us being freak off demons, all kinds of stuff. You won't come to the parties with us. You won't let us hug you from the back. But we will give you a big, big, big check. All we want you to do is expose Kevin Hart during survival. And we want you to expose him at a roast that's supposed to be comedic. But no, it's like a humiliation type of thing. You know what I mean? It comes to the point where they say, okay, now who are we going to get next? So we want to humiliate this person. Y'all remember when they did it was the roast of Flavor Flav. And Cat Williams was even talking about that. They wanted him to do the roast of Flavor Flav, and all the jokes that they wrote already were all racist. Was talking about how milk chocolate Flavor Flav was, how ashy his ankles and elbows was. Like they designed it for all the jokes to be racist. But I'm not gonna lie, this is the best roast that I've seen in years. Pure survival. You know what I mean? And I think Tom Brady, his roast was before was the last one that I saw. But this one, this was a humiliation thing. And Kevin Hart probably thinking, oh, this is going to be another level to the Illuminati. I feel like they trying to take you down because they brought the same person that knows everything about you, that's been exposing you and you've been beefing with for 20 years, pure survival. And I don't feel like that was planned. I think that Kevin Hart really was shocked when he saw Katt Williams come out there, pure survival. And Katt Williams said that Kevin Hart stole all his roles that he was supposed to get because Katt Williams was supposed to be Kevin Hart. That's the crazy thing, but not Kevin Hart, but Katt Williams. But his level of success, that's where Katt Williams was supposed to be. But Katt Williams said, absolutely, to doodly not. Pure survival. Y'all not blowing my back out. You know what I mean? I'm not sleeping upside down with the vampires. I'm gonna have, where is it at? Look, I'm gonna, Katt Williams said, I'm going to be protected with my garlic. With my garlic. I'm not like Steve Harvey and Steve Harvey's demonic mustache. So that's why Katt Williams started exposing them because they said, okay, if he don't want to join the Illuminati, if he don't want to let us hug him from the back, then we are going to call him a drug addict. We are going to blackball him in Hollywood, and we're going to use Kevin Hart as one of our puppets, pure survival, that went through our door and let Diddy allegedly go through his back door, pure survival. We're going to let him be the face. Kevin Hart, you could be the next star, but you got to throw Katt Williams under the bus. Pure survival. You have to steal everything that we was gonna give Katt Williams, and Katt said it out his mouth. I'm talking about roles that he was not gonna play, things that like his dignity, his manhood, his, you know what I mean, what he stood for. He's like, I'm not letting these people for a certain amount of money, you know what I'm saying, like do that. I'm gonna make my own money. And I don't have to sacrifice myself. Katt Williams did just the same thing Dave Chappelle did, pure survival. But the only thing different is Dave Chappelle left the country. And what they do, they say he went all the way to Africa to find crackifer, pure survival. Why would he want to go over there to get crack when there's crack every goddamn where in this country? But they have to do that. They have to destroy your reputation. They have to do all of that. You know what I mean? He said Kevin Hart was zesty, that he hangs with a bunch of dudes that be baby oiled down. You know what I'm saying? And he said you ain't got to question if Katt Williams is zesty, because the man is zesty, pure survival. You know what I mean? Like he was saying so much and said that Kevin Hart, I don't think that you're wrong for going to Diddy Glover's freak off parties. But the part where you're wrong is every time you was asked, did you attend Diddy Glover's parties? They didn't even say freak offs. And he said you were wrong because you ignored it every time. And ask yourself, when you got that kind of power, that kind of status, that kind of money, why didn't Kevin Hart want to admit that he went to Diddy Glover's parties? Pure survival. You know what I mean? You hosted one of his parties, for Christ's sakes, come on, in front of everyone. We seen it with a girl hair caught fire when she was in the freak off tub. The little mermaids that was in that tub with the candles lit, with the Nature Boy candles lit. Kevin, you never wanted to admit that. And I agree with Katt Williams. Something, you had to have done something for you not to have want to just say, hey, I went to the party. Nick Cannon said he went to the party, pure survival, and he just said I didn't do nothing. I didn't get my back blown out. Diddy did not spray any babies on my little turban, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? But you, for some reason, could never answer that question. So, and then, oh my God, even Katt Williams said that Kevin Hart was a real live coon. Like everything that he wanted to say to Kevin Hart for the last 20 years, filtered, he still dropped a super nuclear bomb, pure survival, that confirms 100% to me that Kevin Hart definitely signed with the Illuminati, pure survival. Smash that like button, hit that hype button. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think that Kevin Hart sold his soul for a freak off jelly roll? Pure survival?